Hello everyone, Waldo Richards here, with probably not that short of an update. But what can you do? These update videos are never short, despite my best interest. But I'll try to keep it concise. First, let's talk about the channel. What's going on, and what are the plans for the future? Well, right now, we don't have much going on. The Boogerman redo is being uploaded as per the usual schedule right now, which is 3 videos per week. Still working towards getting back to the 5 vids per week goal, but that's not that easy, because in order to do that I need to do more editing and more recording than I'm normally used to. So it is a bit challenging, let's say, to just find a bit of time and effort to do all of that stuff. Though it's not necessarily that big of a problem. I do have the time. I just need to have more effort. But yeah, I'm still working towards getting back to the usual upload rate. And I think I'm pretty close to achieving that goal, because I have several playthroughs fully recorded, just need to edit them now and prepare them for the channel. Speaking of which, the playthroughs that I have available for editing right now are East 1 and 2 and Salt and Sanctuary. I will soon be finished with my practice run for Battle for Middle-earth Evil campaign, so I'll be recording that in a short while as well. And after that I'm not entirely sure. I have a few ideas on my mind, but I haven't really thought about it yet. But yeah, been keeping myself busy. The 3 mentioned playthroughs will be coming out soon, most likely right after Boogerman, the Boogerman redo. Not entirely sure which one will go up first, since they're all pretty exciting things that I want to start uploading. I had a lot of fun with all 3 of the games, so it's kinda tough to decide which one to go for first. It'll probably be East 1 and 2, since I've been wanting to upload them for a long time now, despite only finishing recording them both fairly recently. But what about the immediate future? Well, not much to say about that as well. Right now we have a few ideas lingering around as well. I want to start recording some stuff that I've been practicing a lot lately, like for example the fire department games. They're not exactly games that you do a lot of practicing for, but I always wanted to see if I could find weird things you can do in those games, which I have to some degree, and to see how fast I could do them. There's also plans to get back to more Legacy of Darkness, and to finally start recording Majora's Mask once again. We've tried recording it earlier, like a couple of months ago I believe, but we ran into some problems. The main problem being that we were making too little progress in the amount of time that we spent. I mean, that's kind of a given, considering that this was meant to be a blind playthrough, something which we don't normally do on this channel. But that, coupled with not really knowing what our essential goals for the playthrough are, we kinda ran into some problems, and I feel that the commentary had suffered because of that. So we'll have to try again some other time. But the biggest issue with that playthrough is getting all the people to show up at the same time. The time zones and the day off schedules are just all over the place. It's a fucking mess to get everyone organized. But we'll try. Hell, we haven't even asked one other person to see if they would like to join, so that's another problem. So there's a lot to be done before we can even start recording this game. But once we get started, I think we'll be able to get some really good stuff done. I don't know, it might just be one of the more ambitious playthroughs for the channel, since I want to do something different, something I've never done before with it. It's just that I'm not sure what yet, so I'm still thinking about it. Eventually I think I'll figure something out, and once that happens and we get all of our stuff organized, we can get started. But recently you have noticed that Legacy of Darkness just abruptly stopped in favor of another playthrough. Well, the reason for that is very simple. We just don't have footage for it at the moment. We tried recording some more, but we ran into the issue of light sleeper neighbors getting aggressive. Plus we ran into a lot of trouble just getting past the first boss, and that started to affect the commentary a lot. As in, I started getting very salty. And wow, as much as I like having a bit of failure in our playthroughs, because I'm not a perfect person, don't want to show myself as such, don't want to leave a wrong impression, it was starting to become quite obnoxious at that point. We were recording the carry playthrough, since it's the only thing we got left, and it was getting obnoxious having easily up to 30 or 40 minutes of nothing but fucking up. You can't even do much with that kind of footage, so what's the point? Might as well just restart. But other than that, the reason we didn't record anything is simply because I haven't really organized anything. I also wanted to focus on other playthroughs, since they've been kind of neglected for a long time. But yeah, that's really it. Not much of a really big bad reason why we didn't record more. I just thought there's no reason to record more right away, since that's been exclusively the only playthrough that we've been uploading lately for like the past, I want to say, month? Something like that. I thought it was about time to get something else being uploaded on the channel, instead of just the same game all the time. Figure people might be getting tired of it. Well, I don't know, maybe, maybe not, but either way, I just wanted to focus on other things. I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else to mention in terms of the channel. In terms of myself, well, what's there to say? I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I moved out. I'm now in the UK. Living better than I ever did, actually. A while ago, back in February this year, I mentioned that I would be moving out, and so I did, at late February. About a week or two before the end of it, before March. I ended up at my sister's place and stayed there for a week, while she was helping me out to settle in, get all the documents sorted out and everything. I really appreciate all the help she did for me, because damn, we got everything sorted out in less than a week. Documents, work, a place to live, everything. I myself would never have been able to do that this quickly, and I was pretty much prepared to stay at her place for about a month. But she insisted that that's not gonna happen, because she just doesn't want that, and there's no space in her place for 3 people to live. Since she's not living by herself, she lives with her boyfriend. no, that's reasonable. So now I live where I live, in this nice cozy apartment, just a couple of minutes from my work. So that saves me a lot of money on travel expenses. And also the place around here is pretty nice. Very calm, all the shopping needs are within walking reach. Though if you need something more specific, you can just take the tube, no problem. It's pretty good. And so I've been just enjoying the life. Never been better, actually. I got a job. It's really not that great of a job. Working on a night shift for a hotel as a receptionist. It's not impressive at all. And the pay could be better, but if you know how to save your money, it's good enough. I earn enough to live and to let myself loose every now and then. Hell, I managed to save up enough money for an upgrade for my PC. Don't know what else to say, it's just, I've been doing great. I've got money, I got time to do whatever I want. And I'm not just sitting at home all the time. Feels good. It's been pretty much the main thing that I've been complaining about to everyone. And that's what's been keeping me pretty depressed all the time. When I was in Denmark and then when I was back in Lithuania. Just not having anything to do all day, just sitting at home. I mean, everybody wants to do that once they get a job. Myself included, but for different reasons. But I'm gonna say one thing. If you are forced to be unemployed for several years, you definitely want a job, no matter what kind of job. Because then you have something to do other than just be at home and waste time. It's a good feeling to be occupied. But speaking of upgrades, actually, I got some upgrades for the computer, so it's a little easier for me now to record playthroughs. And also I can record those of newer games as well. So my range of stuff that I can record for the channel has increased pretty drastically, actually. I spent a couple of months saving up cash so I could buy a GTX 1080. It was worth it. Especially because Amazon fucked up a little bit. See, the thing is, I ordered the card and after a few days of waiting, they tell me, oh, we can't deliver this. Because we fucked up during the delivery, we're just gonna refund you. So I sent them a message to their customer service. I'm telling them, I don't need a refund, I just need the card. So could you send me a replacement instead? They say, yeah, okay, no problem. The exact next day after that message, I get the card. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, that was quick. They said it's gonna take a week. Fast forward to next week from that point in time, I get the replacement card that they promised. So I essentially have two of them, but I only paid for one. Thankfully, nobody has complained about it yet or sent any messages requesting to be returned. Though I'm pretty certain most of my friends want me dead. I know one of them definitely wants me dead. But good luck with that, you live in the upside down Underland. Let's see how you can reach me, bastard. I also got some extra storage, 4 terabytes of storage actually. So the problem of not having enough space has been solved for the most part. That coupled with improved graphics, I can finally take advantage of those better recording encoders, so I can actually save a lot of space while recording a lot of footage. But yeah, not much else to say. Things are going great. I got some ideas for future playthroughs, but I'm not really willing to share them yet, since I haven't decided on what I want to do. But I definitely want to pick up on some stuff like Sudeki, for example, or Battle Realms, because, well, I've heard good things about Battle Realms, and I've played Sudeki before. It was a pretty good game, despite certain character design features. And I also want to pick up more on strategy games. Get over to Rome Total War and Ground Control 2. Those are definitely happening. And they're definitely happening much easier now because of these upgrades. But how long it'll take to get to that point, I have no idea. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, one more thing. Have you noticed that the master list of games to play for the channel has been improved and extended? If you haven't, take a look. There's a link at the front page of the channel. Also down here in the description in case you're lazy. I know you are. I know I am too. So I did do a favor. I did you a favor. But yeah, that's about it. We're hitting 20 minutes already for a fucking update video. That's about it. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.